My name is Christy Hudgens. When I was 27, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I was very upset about it. And for many years, they tried me on so many different medications, everything they could come up with at the time. They did put me on one medication called prednisone, which is a steroid. And in turn, while it alleviated the pain for about a year, it in turn gave me diabetes. So that wasn't a really good result. I'm pretty upset about that. I now currently wear a pump because it was so out of control. And it was caused by the prednisone, and it seemed that any medication I went on for the arthritis, it would work for a year and then stop. It was just maddening. And many years of pain. I was a waitress, one of the best, and I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't lift a tray. I couldn't, bend down to get things or reach up to get things. And so a couple years back after the diabetes, somebody suggested I try this, and I had heard that something about it had passed in legislation. So I gave it a shot, and I got my card and tried it out, and it was just so wonderful. It was like a new lease on life. It was some of the medication I had for the arthritis would take away my appetite completely, and I wouldn't want to eat for days. And the medical marijuana not only alleviated that, I could eat meals, but the pain, and I could sleep again. It was like a miracle. And ever since then, I see how legislation is going, and it kind of bothers me because I always say, well, why don't they see a case like mine where the medications I have tried have caused such life-threatening damage? And here's something that's so simple and isn't going to cause something like that can alleviate what I'm going through. I'm 40 years old right now. I feel like I'm just in the middle of my life. I need to be able to do things like a normal person. And on days before that I was able to get this treatment with the marijuana, it was impossible to ask for. I thought I had a death sentence. I didn't want to live to be in my 80s because so much pain like that, I can't imagine somebody living for 40, 50 years with that kind of pain. I remember as a teenager looking at like arthritis commercials, and I'd be like, well, why don't they just move? Or why don't they just make themselves move? And I feel so stupid for saying that now because now I understand. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy ever. But if there's something around that can help it, I'm all for it. I just beg of the people out there to really open their minds and try to be more empathetic and understand.